figured out his brother was a worthless source of information. Last time I saw you, you were dressed... Colin let his gaze slide over Bobby's khaki trousers and crisp blue shirt, a far cry from the robes and scarves he'd been sporting in Peshawar. Differently. Bobby had only recently shaved his beard and removed the brown contacts that had disguised his foreign blue eyes. He should be more comfortable in American clothes, but he wasn't. That was over a year ago, Colin continued. Not a phone call or even a letter. You're an asshole. I agree, but I'm very, very good at it. Colin's mouth twitched. I'm glad you're back, but why are you in Wind Lake? If I learned one thing, it's that I shouldn't waste time. I should tell people how I feel. What do you want to tell me? Not you, moron. I've come to tell the woman I love that I love her. His brother frowned. What are you talking about? Marley, is she here? Bobby craned his neck, peering past Colin and into the house. And why are you here? Colin scrubbed a hand through his hair. Bro, there's something you should know. Colin? A woman's voice drifted from inside. Who was at the door? Marley appeared, fresh-faced, wholesome, with a baby on her hip, and from the appearance of her slightly rounded belly, another one on the way. Bobby just stared at her. Then he looked at his brother and understood. You son of a bitch! Bobby? Marley blinked. When did you get back? Bobby ignored her. Colin was the one he was concerned with now. What part of take care of her didn't you understand? All of it, Colin said. I thought you were friends. So did she. In his head, Bobby knew his brother was right. He hadn't been clear on what he wanted, because he hadn't known himself, until he'd spent countless months living in caves and tents. He'd focused on Marley's face, recalled every word she'd ever written to him. He'd made Wind Lake, Minnesota, the home he was fighting to protect, and Marley, the woman worth risking his life for. Foolish, perhaps, when he'd never met her. Even more foolish, obviously, was sending his brother to watch over her. Colin and Bobby had always been close. Colin should have been able to read between the lines of Bobby's cryptic note, which had been cryptic on purpose. He never knew when his mail was being intercepted and read by the enemy, or even a friend. One of the reasons he rarely wrote home. He'd become nervous because he'd written Marley so many times, tense that he was heading into the unknown and leaving her behind. The paranoia, which often kept him alive, grew and grew, until he could think of little else but Marley and Wind Lake, all innocent and alone. So he'd mailed Colin that note, and Colin had done exactly what he'd asked. He'd taken care of her. Bobby's gaze fell to her swelling belly. More than once. This is Robbie. Marley stepped forward, shifting the child in his direction. We named him after you. Bobby glanced at his brother, whose pale face had taken on a slightly greenish tinge. Gee, thanks, he said. We... Colin stared at Marley helplessly. It wasn't like Colin to be at a loss. He was a writer. He'd be in deep trouble if he couldn't find the words. Marley put her hand on Colin's arm. She wore a wedding ring. So did his brother. While that should make Bobby feel a bit better, at least the sneaky bastard had married her, he only felt worse. She was Colin's now. Forever. Colin came here searching for you, she said, and I fell in love with him. I couldn't help myself. Looks like he couldn't help himself either. She frowned. He tried to stop what was happening between us, but I pointed out that you'd never said anything about love.